Your fails are your trophies. Your trauma is your story. Your fuck ups are your goals. The tough environment and tough upbringing is your advantage. All your disadvantages, all your fails are your advantages. If you can explain it well, if you connect it with what you have learned, what are the outcomes? What did your trauma fail and failures gave you? Everything you've been through is for a reason. I believe that we also choose our parents, we choose our children to teach us something. And if you're in this world, you're alive, you wake up today, it means that you have something to learn. It's like when you're going to gym and it is extremely painful every day you go. You have to get up, you have to eat well, you have to lift, and lifting heavy weights and simply strengthening your body, or even with your own weight, requires some strength. It takes discipline, trust that it will pay off. And then comes the pain. But you know that after you are over with this pain, your muscles are growing. Your muscle needs to go through a pain, you have to go through pain, and then you grow. And it works the same in the life. We have to experience pain to know what relief and peace feel like. In pain, we gain the knowledge. In pain, we get the experience. We get the different point of view. And today, in most part of the world, we avoid pain at all cost. We have our food even imported. Imagine that before, people had to sow it, they had to wait, they had to water it, and then sometimes there was failure, like the food didn't grow up and they were left without food. Yet again, next year they went, they saw, they watered and hoped that something would actually grow. And then comes the harvest, preparation for winter and preparation for food. Whereas nowadays we live in comfort and within one click away we have the Uber Eat or whatever delivery which comes exactly to our flat, to our house, and we don't have to try, we don't have to go through that pain. And it's fantastic. We should be also glad and very grateful that we live in such abundance, that we live in such comfort, and that's absolutely okay. However, let's normalize pain as being part of our lives. And what is the goal of this video? Is to show you that absolutely everything on the lifetime in your life, everything you go through, especially the hurtful things, the things which hurt you, can be your advantage. And I will give you an example what this advantage can be your advantage. For example, after the high school, you could not get into your dream university and you had to go through some work experience. You tried to build a business, but after some time, it failed. It bankrupt. You tried to go to school, but a semester after, you realize that the school and the major is absolutely not for you. Or you have a very poor upbringing and your family didn't allow you to take language lessons, so you had to find a different way to learn languages. Or you're from a country with unstable political situation, so you know what does it feel like to feel safe and feel unsafe. You have this experience. Or you had a relationship since you were very young, but it ended up being divorced, so now you really know what you need and what is important in a relationship. Or you had abusive parents, so now you know what parents should avoid doing when they are having their own kids. And there are many examples, and all these situations I mentioned are very serious and they are indeed very sad at that moment, but they can be your advantage. And really, it's also coming to trust that the universe will never give you anything just by an accident. Everything we are going through should have some lesson. So look for the meanings. And it's the same when you're writing a letter for scholarship. Tell people about your fuck-ups. Tell people about what didn't go well, but how you overcome it. It's important, these all part of your story. What was the struggle? What did you overcome? What did you learn? Why it makes you special. It's really important. We also always trying when people apply for scholarships or when they trying to make their story interesting to investors. They always start with the best, like the highs. But if you want to reach the highs, absolutely, you need to go through the lows. And today, we live in social media where we only show the highs. And it's fine, we can get the inspiration. But what is even more important is to know the entire background. If you want to read the chapter number 14, first you need to go through the chapter 1 until 13. The same applies when you're going to write your motivation letter. The storytelling, the background is so crucial. And I always get the questions, Lenka, I am afraid I cannot apply because I had a gap year. Lenka, I am afraid I cannot apply because I come from third world country. Lenka, I'm afraid I cannot apply because I applied last year and I didn't get in. Believe me that you can always make advantage of this. Always. You can say, I didn't get in, but this year I'm trying again. It shows my persistency. I come from third world countries, so I know what needs to be done better. And that's why I am a suitable person, because I am willing to go to Europe, to travel, to get good education, and to change things in my country. You always have advantage in your disadvantage. And I will tell you my personal story and why I actually decided to share this with you today. It's because I was writing a free ebook in Czech, in my native language, about my upbringing, and I realized my upbringing was not really happy. Absolutely not a happy family. My father died, my mom used to drink a lot of alcohol, she was an alcoholic, and I was alone, all the time alone. But then I realized when I was writing that book, like crying myself out, I realized this is my strength. This is really my strength because I know what does it feel like to be abandoned. I know what is not correct. And then this shows that I am also, and it also taught me to be more sensitive. It taught me to be more detail-oriented. It taught me to be listening to others. It taught me to be way more thoughtful. Always there are some advantages, and I cannot even describe it into words because it was such a powerful thought which came to me. It was like, this is what you should live. You should basically live your trauma, but not in like reliving it. You should be sharing your wisdom. You should be sharing your essence with others. And the same is with you. Everyone has different story. And I don't think that there is no one in this world whose story is just super easy. But it's always about how we perceive things. If we are going through something, but we look at it positively, okay, what I'm going to learn from this, instead of, oh, it's a pity and I am just a victim, I guarantee you, your life, like, you will have so much joy from love because there's so much things to learn. And if you actually accept that some things, some events, some experience in your life has this unique opportunity to teach you something, you're in a flow. And there will be like the energy flowing through. Like you go, you see what's going on in your life and you go further. But if you're neglecting the things which are happening in your life, the energy stops. You're not moving anywhere. Every disadvantage is your advantage, guys. I would like to also invite you to my Patreon community where my goal is to gather 10,000 students from all over the world to help them achieve great education internationally. I'm really looking forward to welcome there because there is exclusive content, free templates, and just personal preparation for everything you need to get your dream scholarship. Bye bye, guys. The link is under the video.